did it take for you to make a small little basket?
All day. My alias is Rose Wilson. My mother was Nuu-chah-nulth. My father was Nuu-chah-nulth. I had two grandmothers. My grandmother and her sister both taught me how to weave. We don't have that anymore. There's nobody learning. Knowledge keepers are all disappearing now. I was at the residential school quite a few years. When I first went there, I didn't know speak English at all. All I knew was my language. My older sister was there, and she's always telling me, don't talk our language. I'm going to scold you for it. When my mother ended up with cancer, she couldn't do weave anymore. She'd come over here, and she'd also come over. I'd coach her how to get her hands going again, and she made a basket about that big. After, just get her fingers going. We'd harvest in the spring and fall. Like there was two different sedges that we used for our baskets. One sedge that grows on the forest, and the other in the high water line. A lot of those areas are being shut off because of industry. Like pollution kills the ones that are on the beach. Oh, my grandmother had a different way of doing it. Like they'd go to the island, in the islands out there. They'd camp overnight. They'd dry their grass on the rocks and stay there until it dried, and then they'd paddle home with it, all the way from over there. Dry it and put it away make sure it's all thoroughly dry, otherwise mold will sit on it. It's green when you harvest it, and then you dry it, and then it's white. In the color, we do a few different colors. Let dye it. I don't know how my grandmother did that, because I inherited her materials from her. And split it when you're kneading it, like this. It's all that. They're split, and then you weave it into the designs that you want. The whole thing is very time consuming. First off, you have to have them all same length, same width. Really time consuming. This one, it'll take me, like I can do the bottom and then put it down for a night, and then I'd carry on do that. That's about 6 hours.
Wow.
And then the lid is more time consuming because it's so small in there. Yeah, so that's just a pattern piece to keep our patterns on that, because a lot of these disappeared, and they were originally on burlap, and they get there were burlap breaks, so they put it on a pattern piece. They're all passed down from my grandmother and my aunts. I used to travel by canoe a long time ago when I was young. I was with my grandmother. Oh, I loved it. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on a canoe with my grandmother. It takes a long time to paddle up the harbor, and that's a lot of time. Just collecting wood for her. That was before anybody had any power saws. She had this little hand saw that she'd cut her wood. Getting proper material for it now. Getting pretty scarce. I have to buy my stuff now. I can't go harvesting anymore. So I have to rely on people that sell the stuff. Some of them I really don't really like them because they overcut. And a lot of spots are bare now because they don't grow back. The ones on the beach. And come to the cedar, a lot of people are gouging. Like we usually, when we go out, we just take a strip about that big off a tree. But some of them come and take some more off it, and it kills the tree. A lot of that going on. People are selling the material. They're not picking it for themselves. They sell it. It's just a pastime for me. Yeah, I'm in here all by myself doing the basket weaving. Pick it up once in a while. Especially with my son boy. Doctor's orders, he couldn't go fishing anymore, so he had to pick that up. It's a therapy.
I'm super excited. After so many days of searching, finally I got an interview with Rose Wilson, and waited for her on the island for 2 to 3 days, and now she's back. I'm ready to interview her. Going to drive for 1.5 hours. Let's go. So I just finished interviewing Rose Wilson, and that's her little studio house, and I feel so complicated, mixed feeling. They're living in such harsh conditions, and they're still practicing this craft. And Rose is one of the last elderly in this community who still does basket weaving in that fine detail. And after she passed away, nobody in the community really does that basket anymore. I just feel so sad in a way that she's the last one, and I also feel so fortunate that I'm able to interview her and her son. Yeah. So now I'm just going to head out.